Nice.
Because I, for some reason, cannot remember the title.
Darling of the Franks, everybody.
Yeah.
I literally just walked into sex bots. That's what you said, right? Sex bots?
Yes, Mark's
Yeah.
favorite anime of the season.
Oh, sick. Sex bots. That's what we're calling it?
That's kind of accurate.
It's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, the last episode was less about sex.
No,
Are you
she
sure?
rode him damn
Are you
hard.
sure?
I don't think there was any
bit.
sex at all.
You clearly haven't had
I-
it that rough. If you aren't 3 sessions away from death,
I just don't think it's sex.
you gotta find better women.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You got me.
The kind that like ride you to the point where it's like, bam, I'm like fucking in a coma, bleeding out.
No, I think it's
And
not
it's
the
probably-
fact that I'm not finding the right girls. I think it's the fact that I'm not doing it inside of a mech. That's where I'm fucking up.
That's where you fucking.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's where I'm fucking up. It makes sense. Well, welcome to the Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers podcast. Fuck you, Nick. And we're here to talk about fucking Switch and video games and all this other cool shit. Because we don't talk about video games half as much as we should be. You know, Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers, but the Otaku just overshadows the shit out of gamers. And that's fine because...
we are like some of the biggest gamers.
Yeah, we are actually. I think
We will be putting up more
we play a
videos.
lot of games, and yeah, no, what Nick said. Probably gonna have more recordings, hopefully.
If I ever get off my ass and start fucking editing them,
You know
I've got
what?
3 on the queue ready to go.
I don't care
I don't
what
know.
anyone what you say, man. Just stay on your ass. It's fine. You don't need to, get up and do work. Just be a lazy bum and keep pumping out articles. We're chilling. So, yeah, I am your host, Blacktron, Blazer Kenny, Dark, and then next to me is Aloha. Below him is Nick,
All right.
Golodian. Next to him is Commander Cluck, Mark. Can't keep his hands to himself. And yeah. Before we start talking about the Switch and stuff, I just want to talk about this because I thought it was hilarious, right? Last night, I was talking to 2 of my friends. I said, hey guys, when are you going to let me force you to watch the Junji Ito collection? And they were like, what? And I was like, it's a bunch of horror. I mean, it's an anime. And he's like, what? Well, what kind of anime is it? I'm like, it's a slice of life. I
You're a
lied.
horrible person.
I lied.
You are.
But then at the same time, I didn't
You're
lie
evil.
because there are slices of life.
Stop.
So, I forced them to watch it. They watched the first episode, which is bad. Like, the first episode's not that great. But
No.
then the second episode and the third episode. And the third episode had the slug girl, which was and then there was like this other crazy story. So like the stories are really good. I like these stories in episode 2 and episode 3, but I left them with us ending at 3, and I said, oh, this can't do any damage to these people at all. I get messages at 2 in the morning. I fucking hate you. I can't sleep. This and that. Fuck you. And I'm just like, it's not even that bad, But
That's sad I missed that.
yep. And right now, even to this very moment, I'm still getting IMs threatening my life because I showed them a horror anime. That's all. I just thought it was funny. Thought I'd like to share that with you. So we're gonna talk about cardboard boxes today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Hell yeah!
I would like to preface this with I'd never really looked into this. Mark and our other friend who are avid Switch players were trying to get me into it until I looked at it today and I realized this is $80. And I looked at the exact little window that they have of what's included. This is $80 for some cardboard and motherfucking string. What? And Mark's like, "Oh no, you gotta look at it. There's a game involved." And I'm still like, "Yeah." And Mark agreed. It's still $20 you're paying for string and cardboard. I'm like,
Yeah. But I mean, it's printed with designs.
I don't know what
colors
the
and shit,
quality is going to
and
be.
pre-perforated, so you just need to punch them out and fold them properly.
I really like
I have
the
this.
idea.
I just
I think everyone would think, coming from me, that's surprising because like I usually shit on ideas like this, but I like it.
I like it. You want to know one reason why I like it?
Creativity.
I have this 3D printer back here.
Oh, so you can just add a bunch of shit
Who
to
needs
it.
cardboard when you have a 3D printer?
So you're just gonna get the game by itself.
I don't think you can actually, but yeah, it's an interesting concept, and I'd like to see where it goes from here.
Yeah. I like think it's just nice for children, and I think it really just shows how innovative they can be. Like I think that shit's still gonna sell like crazy. Like I don't think there's gonna be a doubt in anyone's mind that it's just like it's not gonna. There's nothing about it that makes me think this is a shit idea and they're wasting money even doing it.
Oh no, there. So, fun fact: the Switch is already outsold the Wii U over the course of its entire life, and is just shy, I believe, of hitting $1 billion in revenue. So it's going. I had like all these. I had all these stats up, and my machine's down right now. But there we go.
So that's Deku's face. I just want to point
Yep.
that out.
Yeah.
Yes, that is Deku.
That's Deku's face.
Yeah,
You're-
it's as of December 31st, 2017, the Nintendo Switch has a total lifetime sales count of 14.86 million units, surpassing the Wii U's 13.56 over the course of 5 years. The 3DS and 2DS have combined to sell 71.99 million pieces of hardware over 7 years. So, it's some crazy shit. Like Switch is it's a moneymaker. So when you rock out with cardboard, chances are people are gonna buy it. Also, Nintendo does this. I think they actually spoke about how they're trying to solidify themselves not as an electronics company, but as effectively a toy store. They're a toy company, and I think that this is actually a good idea. Like I think I thought at first, without doing when I did my preliminary research, that it was retarded.
Yeah.
After looking into it more, I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Do you
it'd be
think?
fun.
Do you think that there'd be any point in which, like I think the cool thing too is that you can expand on this, right? Like there's,
Yeah.
they can have more attachments and all that other cool shit, but at the same time, to Mark's point, I feel like if you have a 3D printer, you should be able to like kind of do what the fuck you want. There's like I should throw out all limitation. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
I mean, they are also promoting it as a platform where creators can make
oh
new toys.
yeah
Like, if you remember in the trailer, there was like a little human cut out with a Joy-Con like,
Yeah.
taped to the back, and they like did something on the screen, and it vibrated, made the guy fall over. That's literally what it is. Just uh, them programming it so that like when you touch the screen here, it'll make the thing vibrate. And that's what it is.
I am just
So
gonna
we
Yeah, go
may
ahead.
or may not see a lot more what was it, things from third parties if they decide to go and follow Nintendo's path that they're setting.
So is it called Labo? Is that what it is? Or Labo?
Labo.
I have
Labo.
no idea how to pronounce
I
it.
think it's Labo.
Not the fucking cow from One Piece.
Holy cow. See what I did there?
He's a cow, right? Yeah, he's a cow.
I'm not a One Piece fan.
Wait, he's not. He's not from One Piece. I'm retarded. He's from Oh, what's that show? The show with the mafia, and they have fuck. What is it called? Hitman Reborn. That's what it's called.
Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I Another thing too is like to Nick's earlier point, the fact that they already outsold the Wii U. That's kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wii U was out for what, 3 or 4 years?
Yeah. No, it's a five.
5? Jesus Christ. Like I understand why it's outselling the shit out of it, but I mean like now that they're adding this other thing that like is catered to like I don't know, just thinking outside of the box. No pun intended.
I bet you have a big ass grin on your face right now.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, it's pretty sick. And I guess isn't there some other stuff going on with the Switch? Is it the online service?
I think that was like just announced. I didn't really look up anything on it. I just know it's coming out in like what, September?
So I think that's one thing I didn't understand about it. It's so is it the fact that you're just gonna have like this premium membership, kind of like PlayStation Plus, or is it gonna be like just something that you can like? I don't even think there's even like a voice chat on this thing, right?
There's voice chat.
There is.
Yeah.
It's,
No, but you have to use their voice chat if I'm not mistaken. You have to use like an app that they themselves have.
They have an app on the phone.
On the phone.
Yes, you install the app on the phone, and
Not
then
the
you join
Switch.
the lobby on the phone, and you use your phone's little headset, and that's how you communicate. Not on the Switch, it's on the phone.
On the phone.
Is that how? I don't remember.
Holy shit.
Like I know they have a lot of phone interaction because that's like the robot game, where what it is you've got a little box that's your body, and then you'll have a headset. You'll have the Joy-Cons on the sides. You have like a thing for, I guess, your phone, because it looks like there's a device that locks in. And then the back, and then there's string. So when you move your hands and your feet, it ties to your feet and your hands, so it reads when you move. And I'm like, that's actually kind of cool. Like, that does sound cool. I wouldn't do that
Nick,
in public,
please don't
because
make
that
those
looks
hand
horrible.
motions again.
What? Oh, you want me to imitate fighting a dragon to... Oh, no? Yeah, get the black.
Mindy, please make this gift. I know you're watching this. Please make
No,
this
oh my
gift.
god, don't do that, Mindy. Don't do that with me.
Oh man. Yeah, so I just like don't like the idea that we're looking at like you can currently chat, but you have to go through your phone to do it instead of Switch. I don't know. At the same time, if the service is only going to be $3.99 a month.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I'm reading. It's $3.99 a month or $20 a year. So, like, what service are you paying for? That's my question.
Well, they did talk about what they wanted to do previously. Something like you know how PS Plus has the free game every month?
Yeah.
Well, they wanted to do something like that, but it's their classic game selection. Where it'd be like classic games that you can download and play.
PlayStation has that too. Like a different one than PlayStation Plus. It's like PlayStation Now, is that what it is? Where like you can actually play games through streaming versus getting free games, you know? I'm not sure exactly if I'm right on like which service I'm talking about.
PS Plus for that?
Huh?
Like PlayStation Now, I think.
PlayStation Now is like a separate subscription, I'm pretty sure.
I thought you needed PS Plus for it.
Paywalls for days. I love me some paywalls.
Who doesn't?
Paywalls. Oh my god. Yeah, I was gonna make like a stupid rhyme, and I realized I could have went really south really quick, so I decided against it. I'm still talking about it, so I need to shut up.
Okay, maybe you don't need PS Plus. I think it's just a separate thing.
Yeah, I think it's like really good for
Play on
people that.
PC? What?
Oh man, that just opened up a whole new world to me. If that's the thing, because if they have like the older Persona games on there or something, like, psh,
That would be fun.
hell yeah.
Okay, it just says you need a PlayStation Network account, not PS Plus.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Let's see what games are on it, actually. 600 plus games. I'm going to scroll through that list.
So, yeah, like if yeah, it says outside of online play, subscribers will also get access to classic games from the company's back catalog, which will be updated with new features like leaderboards and a multiplayer. What? And the company plans to reveal more details about its subscription service later in the year. I feel like if they're going to be doing all this, then they're probably not even going to do, like, real chat support and shit. Because, like, I feel like you'd be paying more for your subscription than $3.99 per month.
When you say chat support, you mean...
Like, not using an app on your phone.
No, but the app is their official way of doing it. It's stupid, yeah, but...
Yeah, like, I feel like it's... I don't want to shit on them, because I think, like...
I mean, it works.
I don't think it's, like, a terrible idea, but it's just, like, it's one of those Nintendo-ass things where, like, they're behind in something. Like, they're ahead in things, like, having a Switch versus, like, the regular PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Like, you have the whole ability to be portable and work, like, play at home. But it's like they're always behind in something. And, like, now we've caught up in HD finally. You know, as much as we're still behind in 4K. You know, it's just like they're always behind in something. And I feel like chat being on your phone instead of on the console itself, it's just one thing that they could easily fix that I don't think they're paying too much attention to. Because I think they already solved the issue. That's the issue, but the problem with just putting it on the phone instead. Oh, well. Whatever works. Like I said, I don't like complaining about them because, like, it's one of those, in Nintendo I trust, you know? Like, whatever they do, I'm totally cool with it. I just don't, like, I just hope that they realize, hey, we should make it more convenient for players and have it so that they can do this on their system instead of their phone. It's bad enough when we have fucking phones that require us to use your charger port as your headphone jack. That's a separate problem. But, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
No salt here.
Yeah?
No, obviously not. No.
Man,
Oh, no.
You're the saltiest guy here.
No, dude, I'm chilling. I'm happy. Everything's good. I'm here with my friends.
Sure.
We're talking about video games. It's a good time.
Yeah.
So is there any, like, new games coming down the pipe that, like, are noteworthy?
New games in the future or things that have just come out?
Switch-wise.
Oh, on the Switch. Okay. Well, I mean, there was one that just came out called Celeste, which I hear is absolutely amazing.
I heard that's really crazy. I've seen some gifs of it.
I watched a Donkey video, and it looked amazing. I kind of want to buy it, but I also got Monster Hunter, so it's like, I'm not going to have time to play Celeste. And Celeste is a single player, so I can play it anytime. I'll just wait for a sale or something.
I'm like super surprised Monster Hunter didn't come on the Switch.
That's valid.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
I wonder why. Like, 'cause I know they're planning a PC release, like, down the road. But I think, like, if it was out on the Switch, people would fucking eat that shit up.
Oh, almost certainly.
Yeah.
Well, they did explain why they didn't have Monster Hunter on Switch. It's because they started development on it before the Switch was even announced.
Mm-hmm.
So you
yeah.
couldn't.
And
Yeah, I
so,
think they
developing for the lowest denominator, that being the PS4 and the Xbox, and so Switch came out. It's weaker than the other two, so it's not gonna end up on there.
Yeah, I think one thing I've noticed is when it was first released, there was only, like, I think a certain list of, like, developers that really had access to it initially. Or, like, not just developers, but, like, the publishers and shit. So, like, those specific companies were able to start early, straight through the gate on putting out games. While others didn't really have that same ability, and they were not on that list of priority. So, I would like to see more cool games coming out of the Switch because I think overall it's a great system, and I wish more games would come out for it to make me stray away from my computer or my PlayStation.
Dragon Quest Builders. If that's multiplayer, I already told Christian I'd get it. If not, then I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Before
It's just a fun game.
we move on, I do want to ask Commander Cook, Mark.
No.
Okay, so he hates Monster Hunter. That's literally what he just told me.
What's up?
What are your thoughts on Monster Hunter World?
Best thing to happen to the franchise, in my opinion.
The only
fair
thing about it for me before that game came out was, man, I hate the fact that each level has to load up. Every time you go into each area, it has to load up. That shit pissed me off. And I watched some streams, I saw that wasn't an issue anymore, and I was like, fuck, I almost bought that shit today. So,
Almost bought a lot of things today.
hey, I just got a mic, and that's it. Wish I got a new
Yeah.
webcam, because then this probably wouldn't be an issue. But...
It's okay, you know, it lines up perfectly under your name, so it's like, it's very, very nicely framed.
Yep, Deku...
Yep.
pretending to be All Might as Kenny.
Mimicking him, yeah.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
All
Mark,
massive
what makes this the best thing to happen to that franchise? Like, outside
They
of...
had
Yeah, go ahead.
so many quality of life updates to it. Things like simple things, even just like auto crafting. So like, say you're out of potions and you're like chasing down a monster, and you pass by some herbs. You'll pick it up and it'll automatically craft it to a potion. You don't need to stop or do anything. They definitely made a lot of like good and interesting changes to all the weapons, so things just flow a lot easier. And it's definitely they definitely made it in mind for bringing new people into the franchise. So like, if anyone's like completely brand new to Monster Hunter, definitely pick up Monster Hunter World, because it's like the best entry into the franchise.
How's the character creation? I'm pretty sure I seen somebody link a video with Diva.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's pretty detailed, actually.
It's
I've
it's
seen
like
some crazy stuff.
it's like insane Korean MMORPG fucking.
So like Blade and
It's
Soul, I
crazy,
think.
yeah.
I think Blade and Soul was like that.
Black Desert too.
Yeah.
Well, not the level
Oh,
of Black
yeah.
Desert, but a little bit more than Blade and Soul, I think. Somewhere.
And then you get a
somewhere
little
there.
cat. You get a cat pet that you can customize the shit out of
Yeah.
too.
Cat pets, it's lit.
Yeah, it fucking fights for you and throws items at you and shit like that. You know?
Those items that you- Yeah, it does.
Sweet. I don't know. Like, I think that's one thing I always do whenever I play like any game with character creation. I try to like make it look like a character from something, and then I try to see if the name's available. I try, you know.
I did see a tweet of someone who made a Frieza in the creative.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen that too. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Well, if you're done with talking about Monster Hunter, Frieza is a really good segue for me.
I was about to say that was an amazing segue.
Amazing. So, I have been spending absolutely a shit ton of fucking time on Dragon Ball FighterZ. And it's like kind of ridiculous how much time I put in already. Like, I'm pretty sure I have like 30 hours already in. And like, that's just me fighting with friends. I'm not playing the campaign. Alright, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Alright, this is like my complete honest review of the game. Don't fucking touch the story mode. It's absolute dog shit. It's like so bad. It's so fucking terrible. It's hard because like whenever an anime game comes out, I like to hope that it provides you with the ability to go through the story of like the original source material, so that those who are not caught up, who don't have the attention span or patience to go through the actual series and catch up that way. But instead, they said, you know what? We're going to go with this completely original storyline that has absolutely nothing to do with what's actually going on. And we're just going to, like, make all these characters do weird things. We're going to have, like, the fucking game start where, like, you are inside of Goku's body. Why?
Like inside?
You are Goku. And you take over Goku's body, and then Bulma's like, oh, what's wrong with you, Goku? This, that. And then fucking Android 16 out of nowhere comes out, and Bulma's like, wait, isn't Android 16 dead? Didn't Cell blow him up? And then Android 16 walks up, he's like, you come with me. I know you're not Goku. I'm gonna take you with me. And then he blasts you and you turn Super Saiyan, and it's just like, alright, cool. And the story goes on. And apparently throughout the rest of the story, you pretty much are playing as like a copy of some other fucking Z fighter. So like throughout the game, it's like you're just taking over people's bodies, and then you actually somehow talk to the person inside of your mind. I don't know, it's so fucking weird, unnecessary. Why am I wasting my life with it? The story is so bad. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Now, that's my first issue. My second issue with it is the lobby system. I hate it. I fucking hate the shit out of it. So, the game, the way that works is you load it up, and you only have 3 options, which is, start game, some other blurred out one that no one gives a shit about. I think it's like, I don't remember. And then there's options, right? So, you hit start game, and you have to get into a lobby to do anything. You need to get into a lobby. So there are lobbies in each area of the world, right? But they max out each room with 64 people. So it's like super hard for you to actually connect. So what happens is when the game first released, I have to play with my friends on a Mexican server. Because the only way I can play with my friends, that's fucking awful. And when you get in, you then have to connect with your friends, so you have to find them in this like lobby area, which is kind of annoying. And there's no real like friend interaction. Like you don't add people, you don't like just want to do an online match by like hitting one option in your menu and saying 1v2, not 1v2, but 1v1, whatever, like online. Instead, you have to go through their stupid chain of bullshit. And it's just not fun. That part sucks. But the fucking gameplay is so fun. So, like, when you're actually in a match, you're facing your friend, you get to whoop his ass. Feels good. Feels real good. It plays a lot like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So it's really good for anyone that's really trying to jump into the franchise of not just the franchise of DB, but mostly just fighting games. I think it's a good entryway, and I think it could be a competitive game, but I can also see why others would not compare it to a competitive game. So it's like weird. It's good for the fact that I have a shit ton of fun on a video game. It's bad that it takes such a long, annoying process to get into a game. And I also don't like the fact that story is ass.
Yeah, Chad, they were just talking about that too. It's the aspect of, man, that's really just irritating going around the map. And I remember very few DBZ games ever fun to have in.
Yeah, one of the newer ones did it too. And to be honest with you, it's just like, I think you're better off with a linear storyline where you don't actually travel with those kinds of games. There really shouldn't be any quote-unquote open world aspect to it. It's not open world, but I'm just saying, yeah. I shouldn't have to traverse it.
The levels, basically.
The only time I was okay with it was like Budokai 2. Because Budokai 2, Budokai 2 was like a... How do I say it? It was like a... it was like a tabletop map. So you were actually going through like a map. I guess the only thing I can really compare it to is like one of the Super Marios way back in the day, where like you had like one level, you go to the next level, and then the next level, and then there's like a area where you can fucking do a
Oh
bonus
yeah,
thing.
it is like that.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about it. So I don't know. It's hard because I can't like it. I want to like it, but I can't like it for those specific reasons. But when it comes down to like the competitiveness that I get out of it, which I always like, it's I get to play two of my best friends all the time and whoop their asses, talk mad shit. And then when I play ranked, there's another issue where like I feel like it's hard to gauge how good a fighter is.
Graphics, bro.
Huh?
Nothing. Posted in the chat.
It's hard to gauge how good someone is against somebody else. So either way, I feel like I either stomp someone or I get stomped. So that's another thing. But
That's
all right.
That's how you learn.
No, but that's the thing. It doesn't like. I shouldn't be able to just charge at someone for days and just beat them. Like, they don't know how to block. Stop playing ranked. But that's a whole other issue.
Yeah?
Yeah. But DB Fighters is pretty cool. If you haven't gotten the chance to play it, you should. And the game is definitely worth the money. If it like goes on Steam sale in the next like few months or whatever, jump on that because it's just so good to play with your friends. And I think it's very easy for you to jump into. There's a lot of even Super Smash Bros. There's a lot of people who play it competitively are streaming it right now. So that's really interesting to get an aspect from someone who, like, some of them don't even play fighting games. Even though Super Smash Bros. Technically is a fighting game, they don't look at it the same. So, like,
yeah.
like I was watching Mango, C9 Mango. He was playing, and he's just like, dude, I don't play fighting games. Leave me alone, because, like, chat's, like, flaming him because it gets so bad. It's just, like, it's just nice to see that all these people who don't even touch this kind of game are getting into it. So yeah, Monster Hunter and Dragon Ball FighterZ both came out the same week. Good fucking week in games.
On that note, I don't think Smash Brothers is a fighting game either. It's a completely different dynamic.
I tend to call games like that a brawler.
Yeah.
What defines brawler though? I'm curious.
Like Smash Bros. It's kind of hard to.
It's ever had a name Brawl in it.
Stop.
like Street Fighter, right? Like that style of fighting game with the little button and stick combos.
Yeah.
Where it's like all like high punch, low punch, mid punch, high kick, low kick, mid kick, whatever. Something like Smash Bros. Doesn't have like the different types of kicks and
Yeah, it has
complex stick movements for it. It's just straight up.
Yeah,
use a normal attack and
you're light. Attack. Yeah, you're light, and you're special. You have your jump and your super jump, double jump. You know, it's simple stuff.
Yeah.
And the blocking obviously is different. You have I guess you can call it a meter.
But it's kind of
yeah.
It's kind of funny how a game like, was it Melee? That's like still around. Is it Melee?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Melee's been around for 20 years, and it's just like still one of the most dominant fighting games. That's kind of crazy to me. And I think the only thing next to that would be like Street Fighter's Third Strike. That's the only other like competitive fighting game that's been around that long. I don't think that's like even close. I think it's like maybe 4 years or 5 years behind that one. I don't care enough to look, but it's just kind of crazy to me how long these fighting games can stick around. And when you think about where we are now with fighting games, or even any competitive games, back in the day we didn't have patches. So when something was OP, you just fucking played that OPS thing all the time because it was never gonna change.
No, you're absolutely right, man.
Yeah. Now, like
if Melee was patched or was patchable, there definitely would not be wave dashing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a major thing in competitive Melee right now, or has been since it's been around.
Mm-hmm. Like we were playing. We went to the arcade bar over here, and I'm playing with my friend Justin. And one thing that's always funny out of it is that like he plays like Paul, and Paul just does so much damage, man. Like, they've really done a lot of work with him over the years, but like way back in the day, like Tekken 3, he just did so much damage, and it just like really annoyed me. And I knew that it was only because we were back in the day where no patching was happening. And like I really wonder, when did like the role of a balance team actually become a refined idea, you know? Because I feel like it must be fairly new, like maybe the last.
It was after. So the concept of I'm trying to remember.
I feel like patching had to start with like PC games.
Yeah, PC games maybe, but I think it was in the era of about the 360, like late 360 era, because you got to remember that means you had to download and save something to a hard drive. And I remember that happening occasionally for 360 games, because I remember hating that, oh shit, I need hard drive space to be able to play this game. That's so stupid. Why is that a thing? So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just an interesting food for thought kind of thing.
Were things patched on the original Xbox?
I don't remember if things patched on the original Xbox.
Never. I don't think
That's
so.
when
I don't think so.
DLC started becoming a thing. Because Halo map packs were there and they were paid. You guys remember those?
Yes, I do remember that.
I remember TLC. I just don't think there was ever like a patch to come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Like think like anything like fixes or bug fixes or anything like that. I don't think
Yeah.
that ever happened. Unless it was like majorly game breaking. They'd be like, oops. And then they're like, hey, this update's free, just download it and it'll fix that bug.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just can't remember a time where like it became super
But necessary for a lot of games. It's very necessary.
not just necessary, but like visually telling me, oh yeah, you know, we made these changes to this game. Like, I don't remember the first time that happened to me.
I think it's because people complain about the games. believe it or
Yeah.
not.
Like,
I
now
don't
that
recall.
the only time I can think about it is like when I play League, there are times where the game is just fucking stupid because this one champ is stupid OP and this one item is stupid OP, and then boom, they fucking nerf it. Oh, you don't see that character anymore. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's because he's nerfed to the ground, you know. And then you start realizing, oh, it's because they did all these changes. You start reading patch notes. You know, like, I don't remember when I started doing that, and I think the only time I can think back is League, because I've been playing it for like 5+ years.
Ever, yeah.
So, just interesting. So, what other games are you guys playing over there?
Really,
Yeah, Mark
I've
had
been
it.
playing.
Go ahead.
I've been playing just Overwatch and PUBG.
Overwatch and chill.
Yeah, Overwatch and chill. So they've actually updated some stuff, and it's not bad.
Oh
like,
yeah, so that new map is
Oh yeah, they
super
fixed
fun.
Mercy again, huh?
Yeah, no. So here's what they did to fix Mercy. She can fly forever.
I quit.
Yeah, trust me, that was literally how Phil, Christian, Tilla, and I felt last night. It was just
Real quick, fucking you know how Overwatch League has been going on for the past probably month now, good month now.
yeah.
There is an interview to talk to all the pro players, most of the pro players, and they're like, so if you could delete a champion in the game, who would you delete? And they're all, every single person said Mercy. And they're like, we just can't. Nobody wants res in a fucking shooter game because it just fucks up everything, especially when you have pick champions like Widowmaker or Tracer or something. It's like, oh, you do all this hard work to fucking cut somebody down. It's like, oh, well, they're back up again. I mean, it wasn't even like a long cooldown in the first place. I mean, since they fixed it and made it her E and not her ulti. And
Does
everybody thinks it's trash. They're like, get Mercy out of the game because every time they play, there is a Mercy, obviously, because it's like, why not play the OP champion, you know?
In competitive, is there a ban system?
No.
Well, fix that shit.
Yeah,
I think-
you know what this should be. Like I haven't played League in so long. I forgot what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think it's like really hard to implicate that in this type of game. It's like specifically because I remember talking to a few people about this, like back before like we even thought about like playing ranked. I remember asking, I was like, oh, so in ranked is there a ban system? Because that's what I would expect, only because of the league. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, it doesn't make sense really to like ban things out because you could ban all the healers. Like if you have that many bans, you ban all the healers, and it's like,
Well, yeah, they'd have to limit it, especially since they have a bigger catalog of heroes being added over and over. Like,
and you can still you can play the same champions on both sides of the team.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's
better.
yeah.
Like, that's the thing. It doesn't need to be a pick and ban. If you don't want it to be, just make it like straight up pick, like pick order. Like, oh yeah, you know, you pick this champ.
Entire match too.
Yeah, I agree.
So like only one Mercy in the entire game.
Yep. And then that's the thing. If that's the case, then you have a win. You have a win condition. Like, oh yeah, you know, we got to make sure we kill fucking Mercy, so she can't do shit. You know, like it's fine.
Players, what do you call them? Offense players make it like their point in competitive, just to like kill Mercy. They see the Mercy, they have a chance to just fucking kill her, and then everybody else can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
I saw play the game posted on Reddit. It's freaking Zarya looks up, sees Mercy and Pharah, shoots her ult at the wall.
Yep.
The Pharah gets away, but the Mercy just stays,
Okay.
and the Hanzo right behind ulties just the Mercy.
So she can't.
No mercy for her.
Oh my.
All right, so another thing too, it's like Nick brings up a good point. You know, he hasn't played League in a while. I've completely forgot about pick and ban system. But I think like every time I play a game now, I'm always thinking pick and ban system would make this so much easier, so much better. Like I hate playing Dead by Daylight and then dealing with the doctor or dealing with Freddy or dealing with like some bullshit. Like I would like it to be like, all right, I don't want to deal with that one character. Like I'm not asking for like 3 bans. I'm asking for one. Or like like collectively us survivors can say, hey, we want this, and then we pick like. If there's 3 people that want the doctor out, 1 person that wants the hag out, then the doctor goes out. Something like that. And if it's like 2-2, then whatever, randomize or something. I don't know. Like, figure it out.
What?
That's where I'm at. Like, I think that would make the game a lot more fun for me, especially when there are chances where the new killer, like when Freddy was first released, was being overused because he was fucking OP. Especially when when he first came out, that lunge and his speed was stupid.
Oh, he's so fucking fast. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My worst moment was just the first time I played him, and that was just horrid because Kenny lied to me. Oh yeah, that's the axe.
I don't lie, dude.
Okay. Hey Kenny, who was singing? Yeah, that's I can. Pretty cool. Get like bastard. Oh no, that was the worst. Like
So I think like you don't know fear until you are being like you're on a generator. You're doing your thing, you know, you're not paying attention because you're so like happy that you're getting this generator almost done. And then you turn around 1 second right before you're about to get hit, and it's fucking Michael Myers because he does not have any sound. And it just like I don't know why, but that shit scared the absolute shit out of me my first time. I screamed like a little bitch, and I will be honest with you. I don't do that very often, but when I scream like a little bitch, it is
I mean, you do that pretty often.
You know, fuck you. So it hurts your ears.
Yeah, it does.
So don't do that shit. Like don't play Michael Myers again in my game. I'll kill you. IRL. I can't say that actually. I was banned.
Oh wait, you're unbanned today, right?
Yeah, I'm unbanned today. Reformed. I was banned on Dead by Daylight. Verbal abuse, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
I
He
would've
said.
never-
I'm like one of the nicest guys in that game, man.
You're like the flaming. Holy shit!
Look at my face.
No,
Yes.
I can't.
Sure.
I am a symbol of peace.
Oh.
I don't know. I think in that scene he was saying, "Eat this."
Kore. So, yeah.
Oh.
So we're
God.
playing Overwatch. I know Mark just said that he told me earlier that there was an update for Final Fantasy, so he's been playing that.
Yep.
Yep.
New raid. Pretty awesome. It's got Final Fantasy 6 bosses.
Really?
Destiny 2 came out with a new raid.
Damn.
I mean, Destiny 2 did have a new
Shit.
raid back in December. We just never.
Yeah, this is a month ago.
It's not a raid. It's an addition to the already raid we had.
No, it's.
No, it's
it
a
is
raid.
Eh.
Yeah.
It's.
You said
full
some
on
bosses
encounters.
and all that jazz.
It's just like a little bit shorter. That's it.
That sucks. Dick. Who wants to
But also,
load?
speaking of Destiny 2, they tweeted their development timeline. Get the next fucking expansion until May.
That's fucking ass. They better fix their shit, to be honest, man. Nobody wants to fucking play that game right now.
Well, they posted like
That's
they,
awful.
they said what they're doing in like next month and the month after.
So, when they did the release, I remember they did. I love how that's they did break down like what they were gonna do over a 6-week period, which I thought was awesome. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's incremental. That's really well done. And then they stopped. I'm like, oh well, I guess you guys are gonna go jerk off and do nothing.
Yep.
I wish I could do that.
I don't.
Well, you can go off,
understand.
jerk off, and do nothing if you
We
want.
get paid for it.
I don't.
You might be able to
understand
do
what
that if
they're
you do that
doing
work.
when it's like, how hard is it to bring it to a level where it's acceptable to like get addicted to the game? Like it barely, like to me, it barely feels like a new game. Like
It feels like a
I
regression,
definitely
in my
don't feel
opinion.
like the expansion did
Because
anything.
I played Rise of Iron like a couple months before Destiny 2 came out. And then Destiny 2 came out. I'm like, man, what are all the cool things in Rise of Iron that.
it just doesn't feel like a sequel at all.
Yeah.
I
'Cause, like,
remember.
They need.
Shit.
What I don't think they need? They need a good PvE thing that you can just grind. That's not
Yeah.
strikes. Because strikes are kind of like.
They're fucking ass.
Like,
They're fucking ass.
back in Destiny 1, I actually
Aloha,
really
tell me
enjoyed
what it
Prison
is.
of Elders.
No, but like,
Prison of Elders, but better in Destiny 2.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
should have
like-
been there from the start, too.
But like legitimately there's things I don't know who was talking to me about it about how they fucked up how Destiny 2 was, and like everything they released probably should have been in the first game except for like maybe like the Forge Iron stuff, obviously.
Oh, the Forge.
Yeah, and then and then like fuck. It's like so Destiny 2 comes out and it just feels like another fucking expansion again, and it's
Yeah.
just doesn't feel good to play right now. And a lot of people are talking about how like because they fucked up the process of Destiny 1, they feel like they can continue with what they're doing and be like okay with it, but obviously nobody's okay with it right now.
Yeah.
The whole PvE thing, it's like a lot of people want to compare Destiny to Diablo. Like they want to see like the Destiny 2 creators take it to Diablo levels where you can like mindlessly PvE and
Yeah.
it's still fun
Yeah.
for you because
I mean,
like
it is a loot, yeah. That's
yeah,
literally-
it's definitely because that's the whole thing. It's the loot aspect that they want to take because
Give me
like
the loot, give me the
even
loot.
now the loot is like pretty shit for us.
Yeah.
I just finished all the exotics for my hunter with Xur like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yep,
So,
and,
like,
it,
there's
and
no
it's,
real
it
point
just
for me
feels like
buying
they
anymore.
don't. Yeah, they don't have enough like what do I want to say? Like spice in the loot, you know?
Yeah.
Like obviously for Diablo, you can re-roll your fucking stats or whatever, right? Put fucking sockets in. I mean, we have mods. I mean, that's okay, but
Which is
we don't.
it's a step, but it's such a tiny step.
And our fucking inventory is fucking trash too. You can't fucking hold shit. I fucking hate it. Like you can't hold all these mods. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do with all this shit that I don't want?
Yeah.
Like it's different like selling them and trying to get new ones, and I hate trying to like fucking random ones. Give me random ones. Give me fucking random fucking mods. I don't want random mods. Give me a mod that I actually want.
Yeah.
Here's the solid I had earlier.
it's
Pass it back to you.
it's really
I'm
actually
glad
annoying
to
because
hear
it's like
Aloha this passionate about a game like that. 'Cause he's absolutely right.
it's super fucking annoying because it's like because we all got this game to play. We have like 10 to 12 people in our clan. It's just like and
Yeah.
everybody legitimately stopped playing because it doesn't feel good to play anymore. Like we did the raid twice, right? Twice, 3 times maybe. And
No, more.
you guys did it more than I did.
We did like 4 or 5.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
did it more than I did. I did it twice. But it's like this was supposed to be like the game where it's like, oh, it's easy to co-op. We can do whatever we want. You know, like mindless grinding. It's fine. But then like, just it just stops because it doesn't feel good. The maps are pretty shit too, right? Because you guys didn't like what's the new one? Mercury?
Mercury.
Yeah,
You
guys
can't
didn't
ride
like
the fucking Sparrow on it. You can ride a Sparrow on Titan, which is smaller than
Smaller.
Mercury.
Yeah. It's more tightly confined too.
And
That's the
it
thing that
just
pissed me off.
so then it just comes to like it just feels really incomplete, and everything just like it might have been rushed or whatever, and it's just like I don't know what the fuck is going on with development team or leadership or whatever the fuck is going on because they can't get their heads out of their assholes and
Yeah.
make things right with the community because Destiny does actually have a huge community, like whether it be
Oh, yeah.
consoles or not,
It's massive.
and like people who went from console to PC to play this game probably, or people who bought both versions of the game because they had console friends and PC friends they wanted to play with. So it's and then the whole we can't fucking play uh uh across in the same servers with consoles.
Can't even carry your characters over.
Yeah, I can't connect your characters
It
over, and
felt
it's
really
like
weird playing Destiny 2 and
I
hearing
mean,
the newcomer dialogue when I played all of Destiny 1.
uh it's
Like,
it's I mean it's probably something to do with like the whole Bungie situation, but um it fucking sucks ass, and I hate it. And so there was a time where you guys got the DLC, and I was just like, man, I don't know if I want to buy the DLC, right? Because I wanted to wait, and then I just felt like I fucking wasted my money on that shit. Because I played, didn't even finish the story of the DLC, mind you. I played about.
they could have done so much better with the story, to be honest.
It's
the
it
fucking
looks
Vex.
good.
You could have done so much with the Vex, but
Oh my god.
it wasn't really all that amazing.
All right, and
It was
Red.
okay, but I like the story of the Red War more than this.
Slash NRAD. Don't buy Destiny yet. Don't do it. Ain't just fucking sell it. Do what
Wait
you
for
want.
the next Taken King-esque thing.
Oh god,
Kind of sad to say because it should not happen this way. It should have been how it should have been. It should have been what it should be at the start. They can't get away with releasing an unfinished product and then making people pay for the content updates that
like
make the quality of life better.
legitimately nobody's ever gonna be happy. I mean, because it's like if it's gonna follow like Diablo 3. I mean, like Diablo 3 was initially like players were happy with it, and then progressively it was like people don't like this, people don't like that, and then it's like they kind of fell into like a what's the word uh a level plane, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, there's that. I'm done.
I mean, honestly, when I play Destiny 2, if I'm playing Destiny 2, I do enjoy the gunplay and I do enjoy how that plays out, like on the supers and all that. It's that the carrot on the stick isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing anything because I hit
It's not worth
freaking the new level cap 2 weeks after Rise of Osiris came out or Curse of Osiris came out. So there's literally no reason for me to play anymore to get new gear because I have level cap gear.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I want to come back to it, but there's nothing right now that makes me want to come back.
I think they're out of ideas
They might be. They very well might be. And the
because
thing
like
is, it sucks. They had so much opportunity.
because Taken King was their best shit ever. They broke down 3 DLCs for the Taken King. Basically, right? It was 3, right?
Did they?
It was the initial one, right? His it was the initial one, the son of Oryx, and then Oryx himself, right?
There
I don't
was.
remember.
Are you talking about the DLC before Taken King?
I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
Like the House of Wolves and Dark Below? Dark Below, I think, had the Son of Orcs. I don't remember. It's been way too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Dark Below was the first DLC. Okay.
Yeah, and then House of Wolves came out, and that's when.
Yep. And then Taken King and then Rise of Iron. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck is Dark Below? Oh, the
Free.
Hive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand. Crota. That's his name. God damn it. Crota's the son.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. End
Yeah,
rant on Destiny. Fuck. Fuck that game.
It was a rightful rant, though. I can't agree with you more. I don't really like. There was a point where I was gonna like dive right back into the game, but it just seemed like everyone just died and was just done with it, and I felt like it had to be exactly everything you just said. So it just kind of sucks.
Yeah. And you know what's unfortunate? He went on a laundry list, and none of that was wrong. Like,
You say laundry list?
Yeah, it's a laundry list.
Okay.
Like,
Who has a
shit
list for
ton of
this?
Yeah. It's a shit ton of stuff that you had listed off, and it
Sorry,
absolutely was unfortunate.
I
Because...
just clicked something in the chat.
Oh, did you just not read that? Did you just not watch it?
Yeah.
I thought you were laughing before when.
No.
when
No, I was like, why are you guys laughing? I don't know. Yeah.
Goddamn Tilla. Anyway, no, it's that's exactly how that's exactly what that is. Game had so much opportunity, so much greatness it could have achieved, and it just fell so short. And that kills me. I'm like, ah. Because I had fun playing with you guys. I never got into Destiny 1. And then it's like, oh yeah, man, this is awesome. And then it just kind of kicked down to meh.
Yeah, like I said, it's a fun game. It's that we don't really have much of a reason to keep playing.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, we still have each other and we can still play games with each other because we are the best of friends. And
Yeah,
I just yeah, dude, we got mad games. And we should be probably recording something for all of us sometime soon. But I did want to say thank you once again for tuning in to the Black and Yellow Otaku Games podcast, and make sure you tune in again if you're like listening to us on YouTube or iTunes, whatever. You know, we are here every week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch streaming. And if you end up missing it, God damn it, check it out on iTunes. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Play. We're on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube. And usually that's up by Friday, so 2 days after. So, yeah. Thank you so much for checking us out. And sorry my webcam kind of died. Whatever. If you're listening to this, don't mind what I just said, because you didn't even see it. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Later.
Later.